Hey, what's up guys, it's Steph, and today we're here with the musical genre book tag that I was tagged in. Oh boy! And guess who decided that it would be a good idea to film this video in long sleeves at the end of summer? This gal! I'm gonna die before the video's ending, that's what I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, I was tagged by Caitlin, whose channel I will link in the icon and description down below. You should go check her out because she's amazing and I love her. And I'm so excited to be tagged in the thing and not just be like, ooh, I like the idea of this, I'm gonna jump in. I love being tagged in things. Don't feel shy to tag me in things. Just let me know on Twitter or something else, because sometimes I get backtracked in the book, like the algorithm, not the algorithm, but like the subscription feed. That's what it's called. And I don't always see things, and sometimes I get tagged things I never react to. So let me know, please. I love doing tags. And this tag is a long tag. There's 20 questions. You can't see it, but I have a very precarious pile of books, which my dumbass decided to stack the one that I need on top at the very bottom. So this is gonna go swimmingly. It's a very long book tag. I'm gonna try and make it as quick as possible. So I should stop talking now. It's probably about a minute in already, and we need to get going. Number 1 is Pop. What already established book gang would you love to join? And me, I'm gonna say the Stranger Than Fanfiction gang because it is a group of a fanfiction writer, a designer, and like there's all different kinds of queer. It's just fun. It's fandom. Big fandom element in this. Hence, Stranger Than Fanfiction. I feel like I would fit in with this group. I would love to be their friends. And plus, they get to meet their idol who goes on a road trip with them. I mean, that's the number 1 fanfiction, the fact that it is written in this book. I would love to be a part of it. Number 2 is Punk. A book under 200 pages, and for that I'm going to be going with the Freckled Mango, a Mundo Mango collection by The Cow. This one is one I got through Kickstarter. I'm always telling you guys, it's just a collection of comics and just little art strips that he's posted on and off the internet. There's some exclusives in this one, which is really cool. I believe this is available on Amazon now, but I did back the Kickstarter, so I got it signed. I got some extra little goodies, including a bendy straw, keychain, bookmark, book plate. It's all awesome stuff, so I'd recommend checking this book out because it's fun as heck, especially if you love little comics. Number 3 is Pop Punk. Transport a character from any book into another. And honestly, I kind of want to transport all the characters from 27 Hours by Tristina Wright, because she was outed in the Me Too movement as being someone who's sexually abused, and it's been tossed against her, and I feel really bad because I pre-ordered this book. I was super excited for this book. I got a bit into it before the allegations were made, and I feel like, I don't know, I already have the book. I really enjoyed the story, but would be to continue reading it at this point, supporting someone who may have done a bad thing. It's very conflicting, and I really love these characters. They were queer, they were cool, they were fun, and it's just really conflicting for me to have them written by this author who may not have been a good person. I don't know how to feel, and it's something I've kind of been afraid to talk about on book 2 because there's a lot of controversy on Twitter about her, and I just don't know what to do. I already have the book. I enjoyed what I read, and it's just holding me back from finishing it and liking it and knowing I can't really review it without that backlash. I feel like there would be backlash if I gave it a good review because of the author. So I really don't know. Is that stupid? I don't know. I'm gonna move on with the tag now. Number 4 is Grime, a book that deals with population hierarchy, and for that I'm going to go with Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh. I'm so excited for the sequel coming out, you guys. Oh my god! Although this could work very well as a standalone book, I enjoyed the hell out of it. It was so good. There is a royalty, like there's the king, queen, prince, princesses. There are necromancers who are above the peasants, but they're peasants and all that stuff. So there's this like the social economic class and all that crap. So this is a really fun book, plus dead people and zombies. Not really zombies, but you know, coming back from the dead is fun. R&B, relationship advice. An established couple who may not be the best for each other. Is that the right wording? Who are not compatible. And for this one, I don't have the book because I have it on Kindle, and that is, I'm going to say, Megan and Davin from the Makaza series, Makanza. If you watch my book review, you know I don't know how to pronounce the title of the series. The big thing about their relationship is it's one of those ones where they're always pushing each other away because they can't hurt each other. Oh my god, I can't hurt you like this. One is always pushing the other way. One will show feels, the other one will be like, huh, I must be a cold-faced bitch and not show that I have any emotion. It's one of those, and although I did enjoy the story, that was one of those things that's like, Can't you just show some affection for each other? Can't you just let things go? No, you gotta keep doing this, and you know. But I would say them. Number 6, Rap, a long book that you just flew through. And for that, I'm going to go with one of my more recent reads, pretty much the last book I read at the point of filming this video, and that is This Kind of a Funny Story by Ned Vizzini. This book is 444 pages. I read it in a day on my coastal trip. I made a whole vlog about it. If you want to see me reading this and talking about this and also seals and jellyfish and sea lions, I'll leave that for you in the icon description down below because that was so fun. Except for the bookstore. I was really disappointed in the bookstore that I usually rave about. That was disappointing, but I read this. Number 7 is Metal, a misunderstood character that is actually a sweet bean. And I'm going to say Carson Phillips from Struck by Lightning. He came off as a dick. Like, he really did. But there were things you could feel like what he was trying to do, and I don't know, I really enjoyed this book. I enjoyed his character. I feel like he was kind of misunderstood because he had a bit of a superiority complex for the people around him, let's be honest. He was kind of dickish, but at the same time, I feel like he could have been a sweet bean. Number 8 is Melodic Hardcore, a book with a beautiful prose, and for that I'm going with A Story About Music, Shoes, and Family by Diana Lopez. This book is it's a retelling of Coco in book form, pretty much, but it is absolutely beautiful. This is all on the hardcover. There's no dust jacket. Oh, I'm in love with it. And you get inside, and there's these beautiful, beautiful illustrations. And every chapter head, you've got, oh yeah, you have the Rivera family tree. And every chapter head, if I can turn the page, has these above it. And it's just so beautiful. And then when you get to the parts where you're in the land of the dead, where is the chapter start? It changes up, and you see Miguel instead of Dante. It is such a beautiful book and cover and story. I could cry just talking about it. Number 9 is EDM, a book with a beautiful cover, or a book with a colorful cover. For that, I'm going with More Happy Than Not by M. Silvera. Have I read this book yet? No, I haven't. Has it been on my TBR for a long time? Yes, it has. I should really read you. Number 11 is K-pop, a manga or comic or whatever that was originally written in another language. And for this one, I'm going with another more recent read, and that's Alice in the Country of Hearts. This book, such a fun Alice in Wonderland retelling. I loved it. It was one of my first, well, it's my only real manga that I personally own, and one of the few that I have read because I want to read more, but this is only one of the ones I've read, and I want to read more because this was so fun. Number 12 is Reggae, a book celebrating a different culture or more marginalized characters. And for this one, I'm going with Beast Made of Night by Toshi Onibuchi. I believe I pronounced that wrong. I apologize so much. Technically, this is a fictional city and everything, but it is a different culture from the one we have here in the U.S. and all that because it is from a different, though fictitious, still different country. And do I need to get back into this book? Yes, I really do. Number 13 is Death Metal. Yeah! A dark or taboo book. And I think The Killer Book of Serial Killers is a very good example of a dark and taboo book because it talks about dark and kind of taboo things, like killing people. That's kind of taboo. Indie, 2 books with similar plots or covers. And Ned Vizzini's got us covered on that one because, because both have the kind of head, which is strange. This is like really, I never noticed it until I was looking at covers for this thing. I never noticed that these both have outlines of heads. And it's just crazy. Like, my mind is blown out, so I was gathering the books for this. I was like, what? Number 15 is What's Kind of Metal? New Metal, a book that uses more than one element of storytelling. And for that, I'm going with Eliza and Her Monsters because there is text conversations. There are parts where it shows artwork from her webcomic. Like, here's an example if you can see that on camera. And there's, like, online chats, and it was a really fun read, a really quick one to get through. And I loved it. Mixed media is fun. Number 16, Acoustics. Strip back a plot in one sentence. School shooting from multiple perspectives. And sadly, still very relevant. Number 17 is Emo, a book that makes you cry or feel all of the feels. And I feel like there's no more appropriate book than one written by the emo king himself, Pete Wentz, and that is Gray, because I definitely felt all of the feels during this book. Number 18 is Unsigned, an indie author, or, an unknown book. And for that, I'm going to go with an indie author and say The Lost Children Trilogy. This is book 1, Forgotten, by Krista Street, because I did not know anything about this book. It was free on Kindle one day when I was searching through free Kindle books because I wanted to get back into reading. And here we are. There's this trilogy. She has written another series that just ended recently. I made a whole video review talking about it. I'll leave it in the icon description down below. And I really enjoy her writing. I think it's really fun. She makes really interesting characters, and I think you should check out Krista Street in case you don't know her. She is also part of a space anthology, so if that interests you at all, hey, go check her out on Amazon, where you can find all her books and the stuff she's helped write. Number 19 is Dubstep, a book that's hard to categorize. And for this one, I'm going with Ascending the Boneyard. This one, I still don't fully comprehend Ascending the Boneyard. I'm sure there's some big metaphor, but a lot of it was just so confusing to read through. All my tabs are still in it from when I did that book talk at the end of last year. I don't know, man. This one, it really... And I don't know where to put it, because there's this element of fantasy to it. There's this element of contemporary to it. It's just, there's so many different things going on in it. I just don't know where to categorize it. It still makes my head hurt to think about, even though it's such a short book. It's so hard to wrap your mind around. C.G. Watson, what? I don't understand. Please help. A book that can't be pigeonholed, number 20. Switch to genre of a book and explain. For that one, I'm switching the genre of the Alien Abduction Files, the most startling cases of human-alien contact ever reported, by Catherine McDurn, and the reason I'm switching genres, Denise Stoner. Now, can you take something seriously when they're constantly referring to someone as the Stoner, or the Stoners? Because I couldn't. I would turn this into some kind of comedy, or some kind of joking thing where every time we refer to Stoner, it's supposed to be a laugh. Not something you're supposed to take seriously and with a straight face, because I couldn't do it. Constantly referring to someone as the Stoners, the Stoner, it's hard to be kept in the reality of the moment. So I think turning this into a comedy rather than the more factual based thing it's supposed to be, I think it would work better in this book's favor. I would have enjoyed it a lot more. Add some puns, man. And some other stories, more than just one. I was expecting so much more. Mini rant aside, that's what I've got for you guys today. This was a long tag. My camera died during the middle of it. Although I hope you don't realize, because I cut so much, because I don't know how to talk a lot of times. So, jump cuts. Now we're at the point where we have to tag people, and this is the point where I don't know who to tag, because I don't know who's done this already. I don't know who wants to do this. I have absolutely no idea. No idea at all. I'll probably put a poll on Twitter before this video goes live, because I am pre-filming a couple things, because the future is unknown. The aftermath is secondary. Time to do it loud, do it proud. Killer Joys makes a noise! Okay. But anyone I do end up tagging will be in the description down below, and like I said, I'll probably tag you on Twitter once the video goes live, and if you want to do this tag, you most certainly can. I hope you have fun with it. Find your 20 books, destroy your shelves like I did. I'm not looking forward to putting everything back. Anyway, if you want to see my last video on the channel, which I don't know what it was at this point, click that right here. Another video for my channel, if you want to see my last tag, it was the Road So Far book tag, where I dressed as Castiel, because as you do, it'll be right here. If you want to subscribe, my face will be right here, as well as the button down there. You can hit the bell icon to be notified when I post new videos on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and rock on!